came in Thursday, and the weather has been fine since all the way up to Saturday, I say.
So me, my family, and our friends is stuck in Jamaica because of the hurricane. They are still charging people to stay here, and it's not even at a discounted rate. It's like $200 a person per night.
And it's like you already made a budget for something, and then you have to go above and beyond out your budget for additional costs. For
This shit's just stupid. Like, I'm so ready to get back home. Like, I'm over this shit. Like, it just been raining and winds and shit. Like, I'm so over it.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about what's going on in Jamaica. As you guys know by now, a Category 5 Hurricane Melissa hit the Caribbean islands. So I believe Cuba, Dominican Republic, and also Jamaica got hit. TikTok and social media has been in an uproar right now because a lot of tourists have been coming online talking about their experiences that they've been receiving before the hurricane. And a lot of people are pointing the fingers at Americans, saying, oh, Americans are so inhumane and they're just so self-centered and they just lack empathy for people. And I don't want to only point the finger at Americans. I want to say that this is tourists from all over. I've been seeing tourists from other Caribbean islands. I've been seeing tourists from other countries talking about the services that they've been receiving. And it's honestly disheartening to see that, because a Category 5, a very catastrophic hurricane, just hit a small island. And instead of you guys praying and hoping that you can come back to America and hoping that everybody make it through this storm safely, y'all are getting online to complain about food. You should be blessed that you even have food. As a well-traveled and well-cultured person with family in Jamaica, my father is currently in Kingston and I have siblings, and a large percent of my family is still actively in Jamaica. It's honestly disheartening that this is even the discourse online. So I'm going to show you the original clip that I saw. It was a lady apparently from Bermuda. She was complaining that she did not get the service that she wanted, although she was still getting charged full price.
So why couldn't we leave when y'all fucking feeding us pastries for breakfast and we still had to pay full price to stay here? Like, come on.
May I ask where you're going now?
We going to get something to eat.
Everything closed across the street. Everything closed. Gas station, shopping mall, everything closed.
So what are y'all doing for gas? You all knew this storm was coming, right? So you gonna give us bag lunches, bag breakfast, some pastries? That's so disrespectful.
A Category 5 hurricane is on the way and you want them to still provide you with full service, although they could probably not have a home the following days. She stated that it was disrespectful that they were giving her bag lunches, and she's upset that everything else is closed. You can tell that this lady is deaf-toned, because how are you saying, oh, we're going across the street to get us something to eat? The man tell you that everything is closed. These people are prepping for a Category 5 hurricane and you're asking them, what are they going to do for you? They are prepping bad lunches. When a hurricane hits anywhere in the United States, you don't get a free stay. If you're staying at the Hilton, you're not getting a free stay. You would still have to pay. And then you're going to say, y'all knew this hurricane was coming. You also knew that it was hurricane season. So I am so confused, and you can tell the lady in the video that's recording the video, she's also in disbelief, because who the hell travels during hurricane season? And then if something happens, you expect the staff to convenience you. And if it was me, I wouldn't even come to work. I wouldn't even be at work. So the fact that these people are still showing up, knowing that they may have loved ones that are already in impoverished areas, and now we have to worry about a hurricane, and you're asking what they're going to do for the guests. The problem is a lot of people like to travel during hurricane season and knowing the risk. You knew that it was a possibility that a hurricane was going to hit. Before you even came to Jamaica, there was already news of a tropical storm. It's your responsibility to check the weather before you travel anywhere. For example, I just went to Tokyo last month, and before I left, I noticed that the flights were like $300, $400. So I got on Google and I'm like, why the hell the flight's so cheap? The flights are cheap because it's typhoon season. If I was to fly to Japan and a typhoon was to pass while I was there, do you think I would have expected the hotel to offer me a full stay or pay for my delayed days that I had to stay there? It's my responsibility to make sure I have money just in case something happened. It's my responsibility to make sure I have travel insurance because I'm traveling during a time where it's typhoon season. I got a cheaper flight, a cheaper accommodation because I choose to travel during this time. It's not the Jamaican hotel or the staff's responsibility or the locals' responsibility to compensate you because you decided to try to save a little money and travel during hurricane season. Like, this crazy. The next video I seen was this.
So we're out here trying to survive Melissa, and this is what they're feeding us, bro. What the fuck is this? Yo, I'm pissed off. Is this real
I
life?
just don't understand, what did they think that they were getting? Y'all thought y'all were gonna get a Michelin star, 5-star dining experience in the middle of a hurricane? Y'all are lucky that the staff is still there even assisting y'all. But I wouldn't have been there. I would have been in my bed. I would have been boarding my home. I would have been making sure my people was okay. I would have not been coming to work.
Okay, y'all, so it's day 2 of being stuck in Jamaica. So y'all, we've been on lockdown or whatever, but this morning they had brought us like a tuna sandwich and like a cinnamon roll. I don't know, I didn't eat that shit. And then they told us that we can come down here and eat real food at 11 to 2. So after 2, we gotta go back to our rooms because the storm's supposed to come tonight. So we'll see how that goes or whatever. Hopefully it just blows over and it don't actually, be real bad. But right now, everybody like, most of the workers like it's gonna hit. So we'll just see. Just keep praying or whatever. This is the buffet area or whatever where everybody eats. So after everybody eats, they gotta go to their rooms. Yeah, so they didn't make us go in our rooms at 2 o'clock. So they said that we gotta leave and go to our rooms at 7 o'clock. So the bar and stuff been open, but y'all, this like the front. I mean, it's the back side of our resort or whatever. Like, this is where the water and stuff at. But y'all, everybody been out here all day. Literally, everybody been at the bars and getting food all fucking day. Because after 7 o'clock, it's gonna be on lockdown, mandatory lockdown. But it just started raining. It haven't been raining all day, so it just started raining. So I guess that means the storm is headed this way or whatever. But I've been looking like on my app or whatever that's been tracking the hurricane.
In a crisis, it's insane. I feel like y'all need to give us grace because nobody's trying to talk bad down on Jamaica. We're just in distress. Like, it's something new to a lot of people. I've never experienced a hurricane. My friend is here with me. She have never experienced a hurricane either. Like, where I live in California, you don't get hurricane and shit like that. So it's like, it's very overwhelming. It's traumatizing. So I don't think it's about the country. I think more so it's about financial stability. Like, this was never in the budget. This was never, nobody's giving us no free, oh, I'm gonna give you a free night. I'm gonna give you, no, like, it's not about, oh, broke or nothing. Once you budget yourself, because everybody, when they go on a vacation, they budget themselves for the vacation. So it's like, once you budget yourself for something, and then you gotta stay for, like, we don't know when we're going home. We don't know. Our flight keep getting canceled, keep getting delayed. We don't know what is going on. So it's like, please give us some grace. We're not trying to talk about Jamaica in a bad way because I'm over here very overstimulated, very stressed out because this was never in our plans.
So me, my family, and our friends is stuck in Jamaica because of the hurricane. We were originally supposed to leave today, but we can't leave until Thursday. Our flights got canceled until Thursday. And we've been checking, the app for flights back to back. And if you haven't got your flight for Thursday, There's no more flights until Saturday. And if you do want a flight on Thursday, the only ones that's available is first class, and that's $1,000 per person. Yes, we were trying to cancel our trip early and leave Saturday, but by the time we looked at the flights for Saturday, that was the last day you could fly out. All the flights were booked. There was none available. And then Sunday, the airport got shut down. So yes, we were trying to leave, but we could not. Now, as far as the resort, we are on a resort. The resort has generators. Some of our friends have flashlights and everything like that. We're making sure all of our electronic devices are fully charged, no matter what.
Of course, after all of the discourse and the thousands of videos of tourists coming online stating that they were unsatisfied with the service that they were receiving, that they were still getting charged full price, and I do empathize with them being upset. I'm not saying you don't have a right to be upset. You paid for a vacation and something like this happened, but at the same time, you have to be an adult and take responsibility that you didn't do any diligence to look up what the weather was like. What's the chances of a hurricane happening? Like I stated, I booked a trip to Japan knowing that I was getting a cheaper stay, a cheaper flight, and it was a possibility that a typhoon could have hit. While plan B, I called my father and I told him, if this was to happen, this is what I would do. I'm gonna call and let you know that this is a possibility, and how do you want to move from here? Excited. Oh, we can still go forth with it. I said, okay, so if we were to get there and something would have happened, we would have had to deal with the repercussions and the ramifications of our actions when it happened. That's the only thing that I can't understand. But I do understand with you guys being upset. You wasted a lot of money. You're on lockdown, but I don't understand what you guys want the staff to do because you didn't do your due diligence. It makes sense to me. So of course, a lot of the locals and native, they started seeing all of these videos. So they made videos in response to some of these videos. And of course, they were not happy because
those workers who live in Jamaica care about giving you good food and good service, hot towels and fresh sheets. This is what they gave us in our snack ration meal to go boxes. It has, you know, what is this? What is this? What is that? Okay, thank you.
Americans in Jamaica at the resort complaining about their food quality and the quantity they have got has. Hurricane Melissa making landfall in Jamaica. Majority of tourists that are trapped in the country are not satisfied with their treatment. Hundreds of tourists angry that they didn't get to make their way back home before the hurricane disaster.
Jamaicans in Jamaica could care less about giving you outstanding hotel experience right now. Americans, when I tell y'all, oh my gosh, fellow Americans, can y'all actually turn your brains on for 2.5 seconds?
Let us know what's your thoughts in the comment section.
it reminds me of that episode of the Kardashians when Kourtney's like, Kim, people are dying. People are losing their home. And you think we care about what you had to eat? Be lucky that you had something to eat. Because if it was me, let's just show y'all some of the videos.
Wait. To all you entitled tourists currently in Jamaica complaining, be so for real. Let's get into it. So not only did you decide to book a trip to Jamaica during hurricane season, you decided not to get travel insurance, so therefore you couldn't cancel your trip because you was going to lose money. So you were going to go anyway because this hurricane did not just pop up out of nowhere. Then you didn't prepare just in case of a hurricane. You didn't register with the U.S. Embassy. You're upset and complaining that the airports canceled flights during a Category 4 and 5 hurricane because of the wind. So you want somebody to take you up in the airplane and get you back home. No. Then you decide to complain about the resort not refunding you for your stay due to a natural disaster. You non-policy reading traveler. Then on top of that, you decide to complain about the staff moving too slow, passing out snack packs and care packages that you don't like, that don't meet your standards as a king and a queen and a prince and a princess. Meanwhile, these employees, the staff that is serving you, They live in Jamaica. So that means they have a home and family that they could be with, buckling down with, prepping with, boarding up their homes to protect their belongings and their family. But no, they chose to be at work, or probably didn't have a choice to be at work, to make sure you are protected and safe and have necessities just in case the power goes out or they can't serve you food, and you want to complain? The audacity, the gall that you have to make a video complaining about people trying to help you when they can be at home helping their families with people who appreciate their time and efforts. You want to make videos and complain that you are not being properly taken care of, and you didn't get travel insurance to make sure that if something like this occurred, that you would be covered. You didn't have a plan as to how you were going to handle said situation, probably did not pack for said situation. Oh, hopefully the hurricane is not going to be so bad. Whatever you said to yourself to make it okay for you to hop on that flight and continue to go to Jamaica unprepared for the situation and then start to complain. Oh, the audacity that you all leave the country with is crazy. You go to these countries where you have little to no rights and think you are going to be the main character. No. It doesn't work like that. I'm so sick of it. Am I the only one sick of this behavior? Is this not inappropriate? Why are you making videos? It's a natural disaster that's probably going to take lives, probably going to destroy the landscape. But no, you're uncomfortable, you're unhappy, you want to go home, and it's all about you. It's not. You are not the program. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Safe travels. Bye.
There also was a plethora of videos of people being upset because they didn't have the additional funds. The hotels were charging them $200 or $300. Some hotels were giving them 50% off, and some were charging them full price to extend their stay. And a lot of them were upset because they was like, I didn't plan for this. This was not in the budget. So they were irate and they were coming on TikTok to talk about their discourse with the hotels. And again, this is putting the back on you. If you don't have an emergency savings account for just in case something like this happens, that's on you. You should have had extra money. It's an unfortunate situation, but it's really unfortunate for the locals and the people that live there, and for the people that have to deal with this reality a day after, 2 days, weeks, sometimes years after. A lot of my Jamaican family members are still talking about hurricanes that happened in 1988 because something still was not recovered. So it's frustrating that you guys are putting the blame on somebody else. I do want to end this video out on a good note because everyone wasn't negative. There was a lady by the name of Alicia. I saw her TikTok journey. She was posting videos every day, updating her followers and people, and just letting them know day one of the hurricane, day two, like what was on, what they were feeding her and what her plans were. And on the last day, or the day after the hurricane, she made this video hugging the staff, thanking the staff for their services, because like she said, they did not have to be there. And I'm sure a lot of them didn't even want to be there, but they didn't have a choice to be there. And a lot of people that are complaining, saying we're not getting a refund or we should be getting half off, y'all don't realize that the local people do not own these hotels. A lot of them can't afford to make these type of decisions. The white people, the people that own these resorts, they are still telling them to charge our full price. They could probably have enough money in investments to let people stay for one night free, but they choose not to do that. Even if you was in America, you were not going to get a free stay during the hurricane. Y'all remember when Hurricane Trina happened, a lot of people said they couldn't even get a bottle of water for free. So I don't know why y'all would expect a small third world country to be able to provide any services for free. It's just beyond me. But I do want to end the video off with this video because I thought it was very positive, and it just made me proud that somebody cared about the people and the workers because they did not have to be there.
Okay, y'all, so it is the morning after the hurricane, and we just want to look around and thank all the staff at the Deja Resort, y'all. When I say they took care of us, they took care of us for real. Like nothing We want to hug and say thank you for taking care of us during the storm. We're gonna let y'all know. What's your name? I'm Ashley. Ashley, thank you. Y'all, this is your name. Thank you. We're telling him thank you for taking care of us during the storm, y'all. Say hi, TikTok head.
Hey guys.
They was coming to our room. We're safe in his arms. We love y'all for real. What Jordan do?
Jordan personally made sure I got my plate of food. He said, you ain't get your food? Hold on. Came back to my room, knocked on my door, gave me 2 hot plates.
During the storm, y'all.
During the storm, while it's raining.
During the hurricane.
100 and some went outside, he came and brought me my food. So
we love y'all for real. This is the chef, y'all. Thank you to them for still cooking for us during this storm, y'all. Yeah. It was so good. Thank you. Our hard work during the storm, okay? Thank you, Leonard. These are our friends. They be talking to us. They come to our room and check on us and everything. Everything. Thank you. Yeah. We're good. We don't know when we're going home. We're with y'all as far as we know. Thank you. This is Satia, guys.
We're kidding.
Say thank you for taking care of us during this hurricane. Thank you. Satia's the best, and he works so hard.
Yeah.
This the head chef, y'all. The food was so good, and they were still cooking for us during the hurricane. Thank you, chef. No sack lunches over here at Deja Resort. They still cook for us during the hurricane.
At the end of the day, I think it's very important to remember that when you're traveling, definitely during a crisis, that this is somebody else's reality. To you, it might just be a vacation. It might just be 3 days or something that happened in your life. But once the hurricane passed, the locals, the people that live there, they have to deal with this. This is their reality. I'm not saying that you can't record your experience and talk about it. That's completely fine. I just felt like there should have just been more empathy and there should have been more perspective when speaking to locals. That's why I was so happy to see that last video with that young lady. Bless that young lady that went and hugged everybody and showed grace, and she was happy that they took care of her. She even also shouted out the name of the hotel, and a lot of people said that they were going to stay there because they took care of them. But yeah, that's all I wanted to highlight in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have any family in Jamaica or anybody in the Caribbean that's going through this or that was affected by the hurricane. Melissa, I'm praying for your family, and yeah, I'll see y'all in my next video. Love y'all. Peace.